Have you ever walked into a room only to find your dog sitting next to shredded pillows or maybe a little accident on the carpet, giving you that look? You know, the one. Head down, ears back, eyes wide, looking exactly like they just confessed to a crime. As doge honneur, we interpret the question as the guilt look. We've all done it. We look at them and think, yep, they know exactly what they did, and now they feel bad. But what if I told you that classic, guilty expression has absolutely nothing to do with guilt? It's one of the biggest misconceptions in dog ownership. And understanding the science behind that look can completely change how you communicate with your best friend. Today, we're diving into the canine mind to figure out if dogs truly feel guilt, whether they can forgive us, and why that adorably sorrowful face is actually a masterpiece of social signaling. Stick around, because the answer reveals something truly beautiful about your dog's unconditional love. Let us start with the big question: does your dog feel guilt the same way a human does? The short answer, according to behavioral science, is no. Guilt is a complex secondary emotion. It requires self-awareness, an understanding of abstract moral concepts, and the ability to link a specific past action to a present negative feeling. Dogs are incredibly intelligent, but their emotional processing is more rooted in immediate circumstances and social status. So, if they aren't feeling guilty about chewing your shoes 10 minutes ago, why do they look so utterly heartbroken when you discover the mess? This is where the misunderstanding happens. The guilty look isn't a confession. It's a preemptive appeasement signal, and it's directed entirely at your current mood. Dogs are absolute masters at reading human body language, tone, and posture. They don't process the abstract concept of a bad thing happened because of me when they see the destroyed item. Instead, they process the immediate, critical, and threatening change in your behavior. They see the widened eyes, hear the higher or sterner pitch in your voice, and feel the tension radiating off your body. To them, those are clear, unmistakable signals that a conflict is happening right now. The ears flatten, the tail tucks, the whale eyes come out, and the posture sinks. These behaviors are survival instincts designed to diffuse potential conflict with a higher-ranking member of their social group. We see you. They are essentially saying, I recognize that you are angry or unhappy, and I am showing you I am submissive and not a threat, so please stop being upset. They aren't apologizing for the shredded cushion. They are reacting to the angry person who just walked through the door. Interestingly, several studies have confirmed this. Researchers have shown that dogs display the guilty look just as frequently when they are falsely accused of doing something they didn't do, as they do when they are actually guilty. In fact, if the owner scolded the dog without the dog having done anything wrong, the look was often even more pronounced. The behavior is purely reactive to the human interaction, not reflective of an internal moral compass. This brings us to the next crucial question: do dogs forgive us? If they aren't processing past mistakes, how do they handle conflict, particularly if we lose our temper and scold them harshly? Again, we have to shift our human-centric view. Forgiveness, for us, often involves consciously deciding to let go of resentment for a past offense. Dogs, thankfully, don't operate that way. They live almost entirely in the present moment. They don't hold grudges. They doan't sit around replaying the argument you had with them 2 hours ago or strategizing revenge for the bath you gave them yesterday. When a dog is confronted or disciplined, the conflict is real in that moment. They feel stressed or fearful. But as soon as the conflict ends, as soon as your body language relaxes, your tone softens, and you offer a comforting gesture, their emotional state instantly resets. They return immediately to baseline, love, comfort, and bonding. Think about it. 5 minutes after a stern telling off, your dog is likely nudging your hand for pets or bringing you a toy. This isn't because they've consciously decided to forgive your outburst. It's because the threat has passed, the social balance has been restored, and their capacity for love and connection overrides the memory of the negative event. The positive bond is what dictates their reality, not lingering blame. The conclusion is profoundly beautiful. Dogs doan't need to forgive us, because they weren't holding the offense against us in the first place. Their love is truly unconditional, not because they are saints, but because their cognitive processes are wired for immediate social connection and survival, not long-term emotional scorekeeping. They recognize displeasure, they appease it immediately, and then they move on. So the next time you see that heart-wrenching, guilty face, remember they aren't confessing a crime. They are simply demonstrating how much they value your relationship and how desperately they want you to be happy. Don't worry about them holding grudges over past training struggles or accidental rough play. They live in a perpetual state of right now, and right now means they love you. If you found this insight into canine behavior fascinating, hit that like button. Have you ever been fooled by the guilty look? Tell me your funniest dog confession story in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the minds of our furry friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.